Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling. Shall we see what's going on a little island of Fawnhollow today in a very special, well, it's not very special, but just a special late night episode of Animal Crossing New Horizons, because I'm recording this around 8 p.m. Why, you might ask? Because I was kind of busy for an early in the day, which I'll get onto. I was presuming to get onto it a little bit earlier, but Isabel's not loading right now, so that makes it a little bit difficult, so I had to fill up this weird segue of a loading screen, and then nicely segue into good evening everyone. Right now in Fawnhallow, it's 8:02 p.m. on Wednesday, January 27th, 2021. Is there really no news? Okay. We've seen this before. Let me readjust my seating position. Again, something I should definitely do before I start hitting the record button. But here I am anyway. Here we are. Don't turn away now. Don't turn away. Okay, it's a very cloudy night, so very unlikely to see Celeste tonight. Junebug. She still calls me Junebug. You never cease to amaze me. The birthday present you sent is precisely what I wanted. It's as if you read my mind. I'm sending you a little thank you gift. And don't you dare try to say no. Beyond, please, Vivian. Do you think you should give me another photo? I know it's like a 25% chance of him giving photos. Puffy Fest. Aw. Oh. Moon's quite pretty tonight. Is it a full moon? Is it a full moon tonight? Hold on. This is not at all important. Moon phase. Oh, it's 99%. The full moon is tomorrow. It's a wolf moon. What's a wolf moon? The first full moon of a year is called a wolf moon. Oh, there we go. It's a Yule moon, and we got a little snowy owl telling us we got a notice. February 4th, we celebrate Lily's birthday. Oh, fantastic. We'll get obviously straight on that. Who's our visitor for today? Is it Red? It's Red. Hello, Mira. Can we give you presents yet? What's the latest? Excuse me. Anyway, yeah, I was rather busy today because, well, it's kind of a long story, but basically we had to drive very far for about the most of the day today because of some medical reasons, I suppose, because I had to get an injection, blah, 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 blah. Doesn't really matter. It's not important. It's also not life-threatening, so don't worry about that. It's nothing like, I'm not, like, ill or anything. It's just hormonal stuff. But there we go. But the thing I wanted to talk about was, as I was in the car, because I don't have a driver's license, so my parents graciously drove me, is, you remember, anyone else, you know, I feel like there's this very specific feeling, which I'm going to describe to you right now after I finish investigating Crazy Red's works of art, which I feel like people who have gone on road trips will definitely sympathise with. This one's definitely fake because it's got a coffee stain. This one's fake because it's got the alien eyes. This one might be real. I don't know. And we've definitely never seen it before, but just check. I don't know why the Vitruvian Man, or the fake Vitruvian Man, always seems to a bit. I don't think we've got a legitimate Vitruvian Man ever yet. Oh yeah, this one's also legitimate because it's got the thin milk being poured out. The statue, yeah, that one's a forgery. This one is the forged statue has its tongue sticking out, while the genuine one does not. Oh well, so this is the only legit one, but we've already got this one, so but we might as well buy it just in case we, I don't know, want to trade it or something. Give it away to someone else. We'll see. Anyway, yeah. When you're younger and you get that feeling of, oh, you know what we should have done? We should have taken the time to buy a forge painting from Red, because there's a Nook Mile mission for buying a forge painting, I believe. Unless we just bought a forge painting in case. Whoops. We've only bought 20? Really? There's like 60 pieces of art. Oh my god. Anyway, do you know this very specific emotion invoked by being on like a car trip or something in your parents, and you go through one of those tunnels, those really browny orangey tunnels lit with like the halogen lights, as you go through and you're asleep, you're just like in a dreamy daisy state, like barely about to fall asleep. And then we're going to try and give this to Bruce if he'll stop fishing for a second, which he won't. And then like having the orange light sort of flash over your closed eyelids, you know, over and over again. Very specific feeling, I feel. But I feel like it's a very relatable one, you know. It's a thing that I miss a lot, you know, about road trips, you know, with the no. Actually, wait, no, it's fine. If you're sitting down, we can actually push you up. by running into you. Little known fact. They eventually stand up if you run into them long enough. No, but as a thing of this, you know, is something. Of course, dear darling, gonna go on a nostalgia tangent as usual. I miss like when we used to do like late night car travels or whatever from whatever things when I was very young, and you know, you're in the back seat of a car, you're leaning your head against the window, which by the way is not very comfortable. I don't know why I used to do that all the time. Nor why they show it as being incredibly like wistful looking in movies and that sort of thing, but you know, that's a whole nother story. And then like driving through one of those underpasses with those orange flashing lights, or those street lights, those halogen lamps illuminating through the car, and it's sort of like a weird dreary state. You know what I'm talking about? I know what I'm talking about, which is probably not very helpful because I'm also the one trying to tell a story at the same time here. That's placed in the right place. We need to start doing some white flowers as well. It's a weird like dreary dreamlike state where you're sort of like you're not actually like in between reality and I don't know, the dream realm, but it certainly does feel like it. It's the closest you get, I suppose, without actually falling asleep. I wonder if there's like a word for it, because you know how in German there's always like these really hyper-specific words for specific feelings, like Sonder or something. Actually, maybe Sonder's not German, but I can't remember. Actually, I think Sonder's English, but like, oh, sorry, in German. I swear it's like always in German where they got these really specific words for really specific emotions and feelings. Sonder's the one where it's like what is it? It's like a word of the realization that everyone you meet has their own unique story, but they're just like a fleeting moment in yours or something. Something along those lines. I don't know. It's a lot more profound than the way I described it, to be honest. There's no purple cosmos. I never really thought about that. Huh. I don't know why that's such a big deal, but it never really occurred to me until just now. But yeah, like, you know, there's like a word for these words, amusingly enough. These like really hyper-specific words which invoke particular emotions. I wonder if there's one of those for that like nostalgic feeling you get on a car journey with those orange lamps. Like we don't even have like those halogen lamps anymore, which, you know, obviously a good thing because halogen's non-renewable kind of source and very energy inefficient. Nowadays, I'm sure I'm not sure if we use LEDs in street lights. I'd imagine LEDs might not be powerful enough, but we probably don't use halogen lamps anymore. Let's see, is that word for childhood car ride orange street lights? Tunnel. Nope, Google's got no idea what it's talking about. I was trying to pass the sentence and be like, do you want traffic lights? Or you want to learn about the traffic signs? No, Google. Obviously, I don't. I want this hyper-specific word, which probably doesn't even exist. Just make it exist, Google, right? KK Bizarre. I'm pretty sure we got this one. And young. Actually, now I think about it, I just had a flashback that there's like a comic about it, like comic about orange tunnel lights car. What if I search nostalgia? Oh, is this it? The Boulay Corp. There we go. Dozing off. Lights down. Oh yeah, here it is. And the tunnel was like a sudden hyperspace jump. Boulay Corp. Our Toyota was fantastic if you want to see it for yourself. This is exactly the thing I'm talking about. This nostalgia of falling asleep in the backseat of your parents' car as you drive home. Something about it. Wistful. Almost. Oh yeah, were we gonna like line this place with fences? There's a lot of things I coulda, shoulda, woulda done when you returned home, but you didn't. Sorry, that's another poem. Apparently my mind is just poems. What are we gonna do? We're gonna harvest our rocks. We're gonna customize the shovel first, actually, and then we're gonna do that. It's a really beautiful thing. No, hold on. What's a word for those words like Sonder? Oh, that was it. It was from the Dictionary of Obscure Sorrows. This sounds very familiar. Hold on. Dictionary of Obscure Sorrows. It's a thing I used to love. Not like reading, but like seeing. I suppose it's more like I saw images of people who actually subscribe to the Dictionary of Obscure Sorrows. They're still going on. 2 weeks ago they posted something. What? They posted something 2 weeks ago, and the last post before that was 7 months ago. Are they having a revival? Just now as I thought of them? That's some... what's the word? Beta-Meinhof phenomenon right there or something. Is there a way to... is this a Tumblr? This is not a Tumblr, this is a blog site. Is there a way to see like the most popular things? Sounds good. Yeah, sure. I don't know. Use your cookies to track me. What am I going to do about it? It's hosted on Tumblr? Or just links to Tumblr? I don't know. So I'm trying to navigate this website, which I don't know how to use very well. Archive. Oh, wait, no. It's actually just on Tumblr. Dictionary. It's got a website channel. Wikipedia page, sorry. What? Website channel? Am I okay? Notable words. Several of it. Neologism. Ah, is that what it is? Oh, this is that one. I didn't realise. Neologism. Is that the word I wanted? Is a relatively recent or isolated term, word or phrase that may be in the process of entering common use but has not yet been fully accepted into the mainstream. I guess? I mean, I suppose this is under the implication that the words I'm thinking of would ever enter the mainstream rather than just being random made-up words that someone on the internet has created to describe a very specific meaning, I suppose. Oh no, that's not how you do it. Test me. Notable words, let's see. The term vermedalen focuses on a lack of creativity within photography due to existence of similar photographs that have been taken in the past. However, the video also focuses on how it is inevitable that the same image will be captured by different individuals. It's sort of like, I don't know, art repeats itself. I mean, I'm not sure how I feel about that one. Well, it is also correct that just because something seems similar, the uniqueness is not an order. Okay, there is an addendum to that, which I was about to talk about. Because, like, you know, art is iterative. There's a saying that nothing in the art world is ever unique, which is, you know, true. A lot of it. Wow, this was a lot of iron ores from this one. This one thing. A lot of things are inspired from something else, and you know, in the process of creating something, you're already subconsciously taking inspiration from other things, and thus, is it truly unique on that sort of thing? I don't know. That's more of a philosophical discussion rather than something I'm fit to discuss. But still, I feel like it's kind of framing it like a bad thing or something. The fact that no photograph's ever gonna be unique. It's always going to be a repeat of something you've seen before. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Things can be discovered independently, but also opposite. No, you can reach to the same conclusions independently of each other at the same time. And also, you know, aesthetically pleasing things to the human eye are probably rather... Actually, I wonder if this is studied. I wonder if humans find the same things aesthetically pleasing, regardless of like culture and upbringing. So like would an isolated tribe or something in, I don't know, like the middle of a rainforest or something, like the appeal of a golden ratio as much as humans in Western culture, which are kind of surrounded by it, I suppose. Part of me wants to say it came out to rose to prominence for a reason, because it was aesthetically pleasing just subconsciously somehow. Bruce, that's a very strange place to go fishing, I'm not gonna lie, but you know what, you do you. And that's why, so it's actually something, I don't know, built into the human genome. If genome is even the right word, sorry. It's been a while since I studied biology. I might not be the right characterization. Karyotype? That doesn't make sense. But what, you get what I mean. Wow, this is like the first piece of clay or something. Using a quote from Walt Whitman, the video points out that something... Being unique will always be based on adding what came before. Every photo ever being made is being added to a story of photographs that all people are collaborating on. You know what? That's a really nice way of putting it. The world is one big canvas and we're all adding our own little pieces of art to it, one way or another. But it's also an infinite canvas, so of course things are going to repeat at some point. But that's not something to be shamed so much as it is to be celebrated and iterated upon and built again. And every time there's something new, that also adds its own little spark. But everything new is a combination of everything old before it. Sometimes. Not every time, shall we say. I should have definitely done this before. The term sonda has been noted as well for its relation to other people. Its definition meaning the realization that each random passerby is living its life as vivid, as complex as your own. You know, you ever think about that? Something I think about a lot. Which is why I think I like people watching so much. Like when I'm like eating at, I don't know, a sandwich bar. Well, not anymore, obviously, but you know, back in the day when it wasn't totally dangerous to do something like that. Just like watching people on the streets being like, I wonder where that person's going. I think we already know this. We do already know this. I wonder what they're up to. Do you think they got good news today? Do you think this is a good day or a bad day? That sort of thing, you know? But you each got crazy things all going on in their lives. And here they are, passing by. Being a fraction of a second in your life. Or no, who knows, maybe even more in your life. Depending on, I don't know, if you randomly go up and start talking to them, but... Let's see, what else do you have to say about Sonda? Sonda has also been appropriated by various companies for the use of the name of a bike brand, okay? And the title of a video game. That sounds really familiar, this video game, hold on. Sonda video game. Wasn't this like a memory one? Was this the one where you can like never look backwards or something? Oh no, this is totally different. In fact, I don't even know if I recognize this game. It looks like... I don't know what this looks like. Close that way. It was named after Sonderlust. Something. Multiple words from a dictionary such as epilepsipum, anointment, and onism were used as titles for various cocktails served at a Chicago restaurant night. What? This is such a specific fact. I don't care about that. I want to see like the most popular words or something. You know what, why don't we just scroll through the dictionary of obscure sorrows and we'll just sort of see what we got. Oh, we can start at the bottom and work upwards. What's this one? Oh, there's a way you can like order... It's like Chrono, right? You can order things on... No, maybe not. I used to use Tumblr a lot more. I still sometimes use it, but not really all that much. FAQ, are these words real or do you make them up? Both. They're real words, as in we made them up. But are made up by me, you know? That's a good answer. That's a good answer. Let's see. Amenorrhosis. The half-forlorn, half-escapist ache of a train whistle calling in the distance at night. Interesting. I like the idea of a half-forlorn, half-escapist ache of a train. But not necessarily of a train whistle, but of some sort of calling out there, being like, ooh, that heartache of something more of just, you know, dropping everything, running away, starting a new life. You know, should we start getting the white flowers out? Because we have like 20 minutes left of this episode and I don't know what to do. Let's start getting these white flowers out because then why do we need white flowers? Oh yeah, for winter area. So we can start decorating more of a Queen of Winter's little I was gonna say podium. Podium's the wrong word. What's the word I'm thinking of? Castle. I know. The idea of something being forlorn. But this was posted 11 years ago. What? Well, melancholy. It's a powerful sense of melancholy, which I feel like was a very common trend of this dictionary of obscure sorrows, which is fair enough because, you know, it's in the name, obscure sorrows. It's gonna kind of be sorrowful, isn't it? But melancholy, I don't know, is an emotion which appeals to me a lot. A mixing of sappy and had. No, sad and happy feelings, you know? Sort of like a balance within life. Gotta have happy with a sad. Because that's just how it be sometimes. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Nash. This kind of seems like ganache, but spelled weirdly. The intense desire to bite deeply into the forearm of someone you love. Okay, well that one's just kind of strange to me. Not feeling that one, to be honest. I'm not feeling that one. That just kind of seems... I've never really wanted to bite into someone I've loved, but, you know, maybe you're different. Maybe you're different to me. It also doesn't seem like a sorrow. Now I feel like it. Or maybe it is, you know. Causing harm. I didn't know you could shake bamboo trees. Roll over reaction when you dream about someone you know skews about how you feel about them the next day. Oh, wow. An emotion you are unable and unwilling to shake. So true. This happened to me recently. I wish I could remember the context behind it. I think it was like one of my friends like said something really mean to me in a dream or something. But what they actually said wasn't mean. It was just my dream riddled self was like, that's the meanest thing anyone could have ever said to me. And then I woke up and for like the next hour I was like, I can't believe it. Like, even though I rationally knew they didn't say that to me, like I knew subconsciously my mind was like, never speaking with that person again. Obviously I did speak to that person again because, you know, I'm not that irrational. But I could just tell my mind was irrationally being like, and I was like, why? Why are you like this, brain? What are you building, Jakey? Stone table. I think we know how to make this. Sorry, I thought I had some water to hydrate. What's the next one? Dialect static. Hearing a person with a thick accent pronounce a certain phrase. The Texan cooler. Cool. What's it? How does a Texan pronounce cooler? Southern draw cooler. Something like that. The South African swear. The Kiwi 30 years ago. And wanting them to repeat it over and over again until the vowels pool in the air and congeal into linguistic taffy you could break apart and give us presents. Okay, well, I mean, I will say that's a bit of a flowery language for a description, but I guess that's kind of the point, isn't it? Using the overly verbose ways and poetic imagery to try and describe these specific emotions. Not sure even I would go as far to have this vowel pooling into the air to congeal into linguistic taffy, but it's a very nice sort of imagery, I'm not gonna lie. Well, not nice as in I listen to it and I'm like, wow, love that, but it's more like poetic, I suppose. What happens? Like, everyone's got like an accent that they absolutely adore. To be honest, I actually really like a French accent. I don't know why. Something about it. It feels smooth, but also a little bit patronising in some sense. I suppose it kind of depends on the French person speaking rather than the actual accent himself. I don't know, a lot of people like a British accent, don't they? And of course when I say British I mean receipt pronunciation rather than like Cockney or something like that. Or a northern accent. Now I think about it, that wasn't a Cockney accent. I just put on when I say Cockney, but whatever. Which I suppose, fortunately, I've got not quite a receipt pronunciation accent, but something rather close to it. We have 4 centipedes, we don't need that many. Do we have any pill bugs? 3 dung, 4 centipedes, 3 dung beetles, 2 angelfish, and a koi fish in a... You know, I'm just going to stop right there, it doesn't make any sense. How many stones do we have? You ain't got the stones. I think we should sell some of these iron things as well. This is too many. Sell 2 of these. Why do we have all of these? I don't know. Start clearing up our inventory of things we don't need that many of. A singular rare mushroom. This stuff's all fine? I think this stuff's all fine. Yeah. We'll sell them. We don't have enough to make another stone arch, but whatever. We've only got 5 minutes, okay. Let's scroll through and click on a very interesting word like this one. La-la-la-lia. La-la-la-lia. Realization while talking to yourself that someone else is within earshot, which leads to the crossfade into mumbled singing and auditory sleight of hand that distracts the audience from the exposed platform under your persona while you prepare to saw your confidence in half. I suppose that's kind of true. I do a lot of la-la-la-ling. while recording videos, don't I? Oh well. That's just who I be. I suppose it's sort of like a weird irony while recording these videos. It's like, oh, this is my own private thing, despite the fact I'm uploading it for public consumption into the vast world wide web. There we go. So the thought of someone listening to me in real life speak like this in videos, I'm just like, ugh. But then someone watching my YouTube video of it, I'm just like, it's perfectly normal. Nothing weird about that. I like that. La 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 la. It sounds like a song name, doesn't it? Like a K-pop song name. Oh, you know why? It's because there's a song called La 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 La, right? La 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 La. By like Sunmi or something. Moritourism. I like the sound of this word. It sounds like a good sounding word. Insomnia born jolt of awareness that you will die, but these passing years aren't just scenes from a dress rehearsal, rounds of an ongoing game or chapters in a story you'll be telling later, but our footprints being lapped by a steadily gathering tide of an unfathomable abyss, which still will not wash out the aftertaste of all those baskets of buffalo wings you just devoured before bedtime. Okay, well, I mean, very comical ending to it. But isn't that sort of like the realization of your own morality? What are we going to do with these last? I guess we can move some of these oak trees, why not? That's sort of just like, yeah. Becoming aware of your own mortality. Oh, I just dropped them. Now, I don't think we want a winding path for our summer forest to the left there. I think we want quite a narrow path, not quite a wide path, and much more sparsely spread out trees. I think makes the most sense to me. I've also, I saw a trick online you can do with Animal Crossing trees where you can plant saplings. I mean, I can't remember what you put behind them. You put something behind them, which means that, which stops them growing. So that's how you can have basically tiny trees everywhere. And I thought having a load of tiny trees would be really fitting to have as decoration for like Jakey's Island, or like the life side of the island, showing like stuff growing slowly. So we can have like ruins, basically a path straight down the middle here. I think's. Or I didn't want to put it quite like that, but still. I suppose that's my own fault for not digging out a spot like this. But I don't want it to be so regular that it looks like a man-made forest, you know? Whether I can achieve that sort of irregularity and make it look natural is a whole nother story. Okay, we've got enough time for like a couple more of these. Wild dozier, that is a nice sounding word. British Wallacea. Wallacea? A condition characterised by scanning faces. Oh, wait, we can use coconuts, I forgot. In a crowd, looking for a specific person who would have no reason to be there, which is your brain's way of checking to see whether they're still in your life, subconsciously patting its emotional pockets before it leaves for the day. Okay, well that's a very much a sorrow feeling, you know, kind of hit the nail on the head there. A feeling of longing, a tinge of regret, a tinge of what could have been, a strong tinge of what could have been, mind you, like a whole handful of that, a recipe of sorrow. I suppose that's not something I relate to as much, you know, I haven't gone through a breakup or anything, so that makes it a lot easier to deal with, but you know, like lost friendships, that sort of thing. Gosh, this thing is sad. Straight up my alley, you know, love sad things. I love sad things, me. We could put a tree here, I think. It's probably okay. I don't know what we're going to fill all this stuff with. I think we should fill it with things you might like randomly find in a forest. Ah, no, we can't put it like mushroom stuff down. That doesn't make any sense. What would you randomly find walking through a forest? That's summery. I don't know. I'm gonna have to have a think about. I think like fallen over logs, wood stumps, stuff like that. I think that's a good idea. Anyway, I know, there's a dictionary of obscure sorrows for you. Go look it up, have a read of some of them. There's quite a lot, actually, surprisingly. There's not as much as I thought there was, but still. Anyway, if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling, and likes, comments, subscription, shares, all greatly appreciated. Join Discord, follow me on Twitter down below, if you want. Don't if you want. Anyway, I hope you can see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, Sonder. That wasn't really much of... You know what? Bye-bye for now.